What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, we got to go over some Dragon Age the Veilguard news. We got our roadmap, and we kind of see what's coming. We'll go over that. And also, tomorrow's a very big day. They're giving us the release date. I was kind of contemplating, right, because tomorrow's going to be a big day for the community. Let's just make back-to-back videos, right? That's probably what I'll end up doing. So let's go over to their Twitter. They already set up, like, the link to get you to YouTube for tomorrow's trailer, but that's exactly what we get. So we get a release date trailer as well as the announcement. Next week, the week of the 19th, high-level combat and PC spotlight. The following week is Companions Week. Then specifically on August 30th is a developer Discord Q&A, and then September 3rd starts IGN's month-long exclusive coverage, and then also in September, just in general, much more to come in September and beyond. So kind of stacked. I've said many times, right? This game's got the potential. It really does. If everything comes together, this really can be one of the better games that have come out this year. Now, that's if it comes together. If it doesn't come together, then we have a lot more maybe to talk about, right? But I'm rooting for this game. I really hope this game is good. And honestly, by the time we even get to IGN's thing, like we'll go through each of these in just a second. But by the time we get to IGN's month, we should know a good amount, and I honestly think we'll each be able to make our own decision on whether to get it or not. I mean, there's still time to be won over or not won over, as it goes, but, the next couple days, next couple weeks, if you're not liking what you're seeing, I feel like there's not going to be a lot that they're going to show you, right, that last month and a half, 2 months before the game actually comes out. So let's read into it a little bit. Let's break it down. You have next week the high-level combat. Very good, right, because I think one of the main things people have talked, including myself, like the combat, you're continuing to change it. We've come a long way, and we've gone a long way since Dragon Age Origins, right? So that one's going to be interesting because we've seen combat, but we saw it very early on. This should be, your companions maxed out or nearly maxed out. So exactly we know how to control them, right? But like, how is that going to look? And we also, for ourselves, right, we're going to be high-powered. Okay, what does that look like when we're not, starting at the 30-minute mark, right, of the game? So that one's going to be big. And the PC part, I mean, if they butcher the PC version or port, right, that's going to be a bbig problem. So that's got to be running extremely well. Week after that is Companions Week. Pretty exciting, right? Be able to go through everybody and kind of more, I imagine, maybe a little bit more of the personality side and the lore side. Nothing wrong with that at all. That'll be cool to see. The developer Discord Q&A, honestly, that might be maybe not like the biggest of all of these. I think the release date's probably the biggest, but that one could be big, right? Because if you ask the right questions, and if they pick the right questions, that's probably the more important part. If they read out the right questions and then, give those answers, you might learn more in the Q&A than you would in some of these other days or weeks. You know what I mean? Like, depending on which questions they read and answer, you might actually get more info through that than anything else. And then the IGN coverage, which I imagine that'll be like snippets. You'll see 5-10 minutes here. You'll see talking about a character there. You'll see maybe a map, in a different day. They're going to split it up. You'll probably see a pretty big range of things throughout the month of September. By the way, considering this roadmap goes through, they say in September and beyond, I feel like that means this game comes out in October. And I might want to predict it doesn't even come out in late October. I wouldn't be shocked if this game... No, I really don't want this. And I'll tell you why in a second. I really think this game could come out at this point, like mid-October. Now, for me, you think of October, right? October 8th, I think, is Silent Hill. October 11th is Dragon Ball and Metaphor. You got Life is Strange at the end of the month. You got Call of Duty. That month is big. And it's specifically kind of middle-loaded, right? Because for me, you have 2 Game of the Year contenders. In Dragon Ball, that game's going to rock. And Metaphor, I think that game's going to be incredible. And that's a 100-hour-plus game. You just know it, right? Okay, now throw Dragon Age in like 5 days later. That's our luck. That's our luck that we're going to get 3 games. Dragon Ball, you can kind of play it just as much as you want to, right? But Metaphor and Dragon Age, you might be playing these games, 30, 40, 50, and that's at the minimum. That's if you're rushing through. So I hope it's not that. I would prefer late October. I'd actually prefer November, to be honest with you. But considering they don't mention October, they say beyond, but they don't mention October, that tells me, at least I predict, I think October is when this game is coming out. So, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I can't promise I'll be punctual, but as soon as they give the release date for it, some point tomorrow, I'll be doing a video on it, and we'll talk a little bit about it, okay? Let me know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.